Hi, I'm Samantha Hart, Executive Editor of Lighting Magazine and the Meredith Luxury Home Portfolio. And we're here at Lightovation 2019 in Dallas to learn all about the latest trends in lighting. Right now, we're going to visit with Terry McGowan to learn more about LEDs. Terry, it's always a pleasure to get a chance to come and talk to you here at Lightovation in Dallas. And today we're going to be learning all about LED technology and smart lighting systems, right?
Absolutely. There's some new technology to look at. And as a matter of fact, there's a phrase that has been long used in lighting. There is lighting to see by and there is lighting to look at. And we're going to talk a little bit about both today.
Okay, great. And we're going to start by talking about the evolution of the LED light bulb, because it really has come a long way. And you've brought an interesting show and tell for us here today. What can you show me?
Well, these are all new products, things that we're seeing, some of them for the first time. But every once in a while, you have to look at the light bulb itself, because this is what is out there. There's so many sockets yet to be filled and changed as LEDs begin to move more and more into the mainstream. Here's one I thought would be interesting because it looks like a regular light bulb with a bump, but that bump is a photocell. So that bulb can be adjusted so that it will only go on when it's dark outside. So it makes light and as well as senses light, and that's a different kind of control built into a bulb. But that's not all. It has another kind of control that says if somebody is nearby, I come on. So it's got a presence control or an occupancy control, as well as a light dark control, all in a light bulb that you can put into a standard socket.
It's really interesting. Okay, what else have you got?
One of the biggest stories about size is that we have projector lamps that are designed to project light out onto a wall or a surface, but now they've gotten smaller. So look at the difference there, because this thing is doing the same kind of job the other one did, but it's doing it in much smaller size.
That is really small.
Well, LEDs are small. They're little points of light, so you can build them into smaller and smaller packages without sacrificing performance and light output. And then, of course, there's always lighting to look at as well as lighting to see by. So here's a decorative lamp that is made to be seen. And this can be seen by screwing it into a fixture so it's visible, putting a surface in front of it, perhaps a diffuser, or just looking at the light source itself. That looks like a filament in there, like an old incandescent filament, but it's actually an LED strip, so it glows very efficiently and with lots of color.
It's incredible how closely it resembles a filament bulb.
Yes, that's the idea.
And what can you tell us about color temperature? Because a lot of homeowners maybe feel like LED light runs a little cool, it's a little bluish in tint, but it really has to do with color temperature, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's one of the characteristics of any light source is it has a color temperature. And the color temperature is a measure of whether the light appears cool or warm visually. It has nothing to do with efficiency, nothing to do with power. It all has to do with appearance. And so knowing the color temperature is very important when you go to buy a light bulb or when you try to apply it in a room, because a room has colors in it, and so those will respond to the color temperature. So the color temperature scale is very simple. It's measured in a unit called kelvins, or K. And if it's 2700 or so, it's going to look like an incandescent filament lamp that we've known and loved for 100 years. As you raise the color temperature to 3000, 4000, 5000, it gets cooler and bluer in appearance. So in most cases for home applications, you want to have a color temperature around 2700 K or 3000 K, and that will be perfect for most applications in the home. And there are times, let's say you want to match daylight in a swimming pool application or a garden application or outdoors perhaps, where a cooler one might do. But my advice is always to look at it before you equip the whole facility with a particular color temperature that you're not familiar with.
But it's no longer about watts, it's about Kelvin.
That's right, because Kelvin is appearance, it has to do with lighting quality, it has to do with how people look in the space, and so you really need to know what color temperature is all about. Fortunately, color temperature is marked on bulb cartons, so if you have a light bulb, you can easily tell what its color temperature is.
But LED actually means that light fixtures don't necessarily require a bulb anymore.
Oh, that's a very good point, because a light bulb, as good as it has been now for those hundreds of years, is really becoming obsolete. The newer lighting fixtures, the LED lighting fixtures of today and tomorrow, will use fewer and fewer bulbs and more what we call integrated LEDs. So those will be built into the fixture. They won't be replaceable. They will be part of the fixture right from the beginning. And the reason for doing that is we can make shapes sizes, finishes, colors, materials, all so different, more decorative, more interesting, more equipped to blend with room decor or designs that we would like to see. Things we have never thought about when we had light bulbs, because the light bulbs determined what went around them for such a high rate of experience over the years. Now we're freed from that, and we can really begin to look at different shapes and materials and other things, because the LED is not a light bulb, it's a little tiny bit of light.
And how does LED technology fit into the smart home?
Because LEDs are capable of being smarter than just simply a blob of light. They can be controlled, they can change color, they can tell you what they're doing, or they can respond to your command by voice, by adding the smart home components. So the LED in a smart fixture or a smart bulb becomes part of the smart home, and that smart home really becomes a very easy way to add convenience, style, color, the ability to have a very flexible lighting system as well as a very decorative lighting system, and change it upon command.
And what other surprises are in store for the lighting consumer in the next decade?
Well, one big one I think that people are probably not expecting is you will be spending more time and having more interest in conversations with your electric utility. You know, we think of electric utilities as out there somewhere providing electricity and sending us bills, but that's not the way it's going to be when you have a connected home or a smart home, because the electric utility is going to be very much involved, because they will be part of this whole arrangement of technology that makes the home more convenient for you, makes it more interesting to be in, allows it to respond to your commands, and I should say, save energy that will show up as a reduction in your electric bill. So there's some real benefits to having the utility involved, and it's going to be interesting to see how the utility develops this relationship, as well as what the consumers do in response. We just really are going to go down a new path here, one that we have not gone down before. But the result will be a very interesting and perhaps very financially beneficial relationship for the years to come.
Terry, I always learn so much from you and from our conversations. Thank you for taking the time.
You're very welcome. Let's do it again.
We've checked out the latest looks in lighting. To learn more about current styles and trends, pick up a copy of Lighting Magazine, on sale now, or visit us at alalighting.com.